Welcome back, sports fans. It's the best time of the year as all our local players try and take home state championships, and I get no sleep. It was day one in the quarterfinal round of the North Dakota High School Tournament over at the Ralph in Grand Forks. Let's start on the main ice. As tonight, Grand Forks Central and Mandan square off. These two teams met earlier in the season with the Knights winning. Central down 1-0, and who do they call on? How about the freshman Cam Olstad with the Butte move to tie it at 1? That was your score after 1. Knights kick it in gear. Tanner Corbett to Hyatt Haruska. The senior gives Central a 2-1 lead in the second. Grant Paranika's team not done. Cole Kirchhoffner punching at the puck. It pops out to Caden Monette. He scores it to give Central a 3-1 lead. The Central Soons go nuts. And Grand Forks Central moves into the semifinals with a 5-2 win over Mandan. So who will the Knights play tomorrow night? Central's crosstown rival, Red River, taking on Minot. The Riders rocking the best hair in the state this time around. Red River gets on the board first. Jonah Cradaville out to Eric Leach, who centers and scores. It's 1-0 Riders. Back come the Magicians. Matt Flom crashing to the net, and he ties it at 1. This game goes back and forth. Red River takes a 2-1 lead right after the Minot goal. Jordan Lunsky with the tiebreaker, but it's Minot who leads 3-2 late in the third. Red River then ties it at 4, and we're going into overtime. The early game has Bismarck and South going at it. The 1 seed from the west flexed its muscle today. The Demons' Trey Kautzman is left all alone, and he scores it to get Bismarck on the board. There was no looking back for the Demons. They win it 6-3. Kautzman with the hat trick. In the game of the day, well, maybe, West Fargo, the Cinderella story from the east, taking on Bismarck Century. This game goes into double overtime. Sophomore Ben Dirks is the hero off the Century giveaway, and he scores the game winner. West Fargo advances with the 3-2 double overtime win. Good for the Packers. So here is a look at tomorrow's semifinal games at the Ralph. Bismarck takes on West Fargo, and Grand Forks Central and Red River or Minot will meet at 8:30. Winner of those games advance to the state championship. In North Dakota girls hockey over at the Olympic rink in quarterfinal action, the Grand Forks Knight Riders meet Williston. Coach Darren Schumacher's girls lead 3-0 after the first period. The hometown favorite wastes no time in the second. Tori Christian wheels and deals and scores it to make it 4-0. That was your score going into the third. We switch sides and we get the same result. Grace Robinson falls down but gives it the puck up to Lexi O'Halloran, who scores on the backhand. That made it 5-0 Grand Forks, and that would be your final score. The Knight Riders will take on top seed and undefeated Bismarck tomorrow as the Blizzard roll Mandan 7-0 puck drop in that semifinal between Bismarck and Grand Forks is set for noon from Olympic Arena. The winner of that game advances to state. In the late round, West Fargo tops Fargo North 8-0. South Davies gets by Minot 5-2. So here are tomorrow's matchups. In the girls' semis, Grand Forks will play Bismarck, of course, with the trip to the state championship on the line, and West Fargo and South Davies will meet up at both those games over at the Olympic rink. Let's hop the river now to talk Minnesota high school hockey. Tonight, the Section 8A boys tournament gets serious as the quarterfinal round starts. Number 1 East Grand Forks begins its postseason push towards a state championship, hosting Lake of the Woods tonight over in East Side. Green Wave crank it up right away. First period, Dixon Bowen, he can't score once, but he scores twice. Tyler Palmasino likes that as the Wave work the puck around. And that is a beautiful goal right there. As East Grand Forks, they have no problem tonight, again with the good offense, and they roll 10-0 as they get the win. And KCC, they fall tonight 5-2 against Detroit Lakes. Warroad gets the 7-1 win over Crookston, and Thief River Falls shuts out Park Rapids 5-0. Let's go to the X, where the Roseau girls hockey team is taking on the top-ranked Benilde St. Margaret's in Class AA quarterfinals. Rams trying to pull the upset. We're tied after 1, but St. Margaret's gets on the board first in the second, and Caitlin Riley trying to, she puts the Knights up 1-0. Josie Lundgren trying to do her best for Roseau, but the Rams fall in this one big, 7-0. Great season from the Rams. Hill Murray and Eden Prairie get wins in the earlier session. Well, in heartbreaking fashion, the U.S. women's hockey team falls to Canada in overtime 3-2. The Americans were up 2-0, but could not close out Team Canada. Hockey isn't the only thing going on tonight as we talk basketball. Coach Brewster and the ladies trying to stay atop the Big Sky rankings, hosting Northern Arizona tonight. And if you don't know who Michaela Dyer is tonight, you're going to know her now. Dyer, the transfer from Wisconsin, buries a three there. Then she buries another one. UND up 31-12 in the first half. She's the cousin of Troy Huff. She looked like him tonight on the basketball court, playing-wise, and maybe physically because they are cousins. But I'm sorry if you're watching that. And UND gets the big win as they stay atop the Big Sky. Boys hoops, do we have time for that? No. Red River and Central both fall on the road tonight.
You got a lot in. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Up next, another look at state hockey.